Okay, hi guys. Bruce coming at you again. This is part two, a little more continuation of the first part video about this nut job I'm dealing with on eBay. Um, I'm going to make this a lot shorter than the last one. The last one was over an hour long, and I don't do that long of videos. So it's a couple days later. Today's actually May 11th. What is it? May da 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 da. Da. I don't even know what day it is. How bad is that? Well, it's Tuesday night, and it is Tuesday, May 11th. Yeah, Tuesday, May 11th. Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday technically now. It was Monday, May 10th. I got a little confused. It's been a long day. But anyway, today is the day that I'm supposed to send the guy his refund, and I did. I okayed it, like I said I would. But since then, there's been a few developments because I'm not the guy just to sit back and lie down and take it when somebody threatens my home and my family and everything I work hard for. I did some research on the guy. He sent me another email, and this is probably his downfall. So we're going to look at the email he sent me, and the reason I'm doing this isn't to whine and cry on the internet like some people do. The reason I'm doing this is to make other eBay sellers aware of why they call it eBay on our side. I deal with a lot of people, a lot of buyers. 99% of them are great people. There are problems. If you sell things quite often like I do, you're gonna have problems, and you have to work it out. All you have to do is be nice to each other. I have had things come back in the past, broken, not what the customer wanted. I'm always there to work with people, and my feedback shows that. And we're gonna get into feedback here in a little while. But anyway, first email. Let me bring it up. See if I can do this right. Click, click, and there it is. I got this today before I did the refund. Let's go here. Not that you want to look at me, but I want to be in the frame. Um, this was before I sent the refund. Haven't heard from him in a couple days. Like I said, I reported him to eBay for the threats and everything like that, and I talked to a very nice lady at eBay. You can watch the first video and get the full story. Like I said, this is part two. This is the next step. So I get this email earlier this evening, which would have been Monday night. It's technically Tuesday morning. It's 12:30 in the morning, and I wanted to get this out. I had a lot of work to do tonight. I got it done, so I want to bust out this video real quick. Okay, the email I got from him. Your total scum, Bruce Jennings. Just read all the other Facebook peeps, FB Facebook, that you've effed over like me, and man, it's a wonder you're still breathing O2, you little cum bubble, because if that guy you royally screwed over with that stupid junky Death Star Palatoy 360-degree diorama display scene costing 250 had been me, I promise there wouldn't even be a normal funeral for you. I will not say this word. You can read it. It's right there. Ass just an urn that I'd probably. This is how I know he's not using speech recognition, because that word would not come up. So this guy actually typed this garbage. Just pissing it if I cared enough to show up at your worthless wake, you two-bit little maggot. Lil maggot. Maggot. Two's spelled. So now, at first, because the thought crossed my mind, maybe he's just holding his phone up and just ranting and, doing the voice to text thing. No, this guy actually types like this. So, all right, whatever. Still don't care. Still don't care. This isn't the point of why I'm reading it. You can take a read right here. I'm going to leave it up for a second while I talk about it, because he brings up a point here about a Palatoy Death Star diorama that I sold back in April. Now, I do make a Palatoy Death Star diorama. I've been making it for about 3-4 years now. I lost count of how many I made. I think it's safe to say a couple dozen. Every once in a while, people have problems putting it together. It's hard to put together. The very first one I sold to a guy for like $100 online. He was not happy with it. I did have a problem with him. He sent it back. I gave him his money back. No big deal. I'm not hard to deal with. This particular one went out in April. It's the last one I made. And it went to, what was the city? Spencer, Indiana. That's going to be important here in the conversation. It went to Spencer, Indiana. Person got it, whatever. I didn't hear nothing, see no message or anything. Saw on my eBay it was delivered. So I didn't really worry about it. I'm other things to do. I'm confident in my product. A couple days later, I look on my feedback, and immediately there's negative feedback there, which I'm going to show you coming up. Basically, a person wasn't happy. I'm going to show you the feedback. We're going to talk about that. So I'm like, all right, well, this person never even messaged me, and we could have worked something out. $250 is a lot of money. I admit that, and I put a lot of heart and time into making these. If there was a problem, should have messaged me. Now, the reason I'm mentioning it now is because I got on Facebook and I researched my name, Jenner Custom Toys. I researched everything I could think of, searching Facebook. I even logged off and logged on my old account, which wouldn't be blocked. Nothing. Not a thing about the Death Star. Not a thing about this guy and his radar dish either. I did find a lot of good stuff, and I was actually happy to find out that a lot of people are saying very nice things about me, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. You guys have no idea. But so I got to thinking. I'm like, wait a minute. This person here. I still can't get that right. This person here, Cincinnati. The Death Star guy, Spencer, Indiana. Not a long drive at all. So I started thinking, these guys must be buddies, and I don't know why the guy in the first place didn't want a refund or a return or even deal with me. This person here is trying to buddy up, or maybe it's a guy and a girl situation. One of them's trying to like show off, and that's why I'm thinking this is a guy, especially the way he talks. Because I know I sold that Power Toy Death Star to a girl and a guy. It was actually they have a store on eBay, which I'm not gonna say who it is. Doesn't matter. But I'm thinking, all right, that makes sense because this item is the cheapest thing I have on eBay. $10. $10. And the whole time I've been did the first video, you'll see I'm like, $10. Who gets this upset that they're going to threaten my family over $10? Now keep in mind, I told you the replies that I made very quick and simple after he threatened my house and my family. Yeah, it's starting to make sense up in my melon. So I did some IP research. Very, very interesting. So you've had enough time to read this one, the bad grammar and everything, and the word that I won't use. Let's go to the next one. What I want to show you next is this is my feedback rating. Excuse me. This is my feedback rating on eBay. See if I can make it a little bigger so you can read it. It's not perfect, and as long as I've been doing this and as a number of items I've sold, I don't expect it to be perfect. You see up here, where can I? Okay, good. This cursor's actually working. This number here, 1313. That's how many transactions I've done in the past 12 months. Positive feedback last month, 99.2%. It just dropped because of this guy's negative feedback that we're getting to. Still a healthy score. Top rated seller, appreciate that. Now down here you see my feedback over the past year. Out of these 1,313 people that have purchased things from me over the past 12 months, I've gotten a total of 687 positive feedbacks. And I appreciate every single one of you for that. 6 months, 350. And the past month alone, I've gotten 59 positive feedbacks for stuff I've sold. Neutral for a while ago. I was with people that, they got their product and they were happy, but, it was like, this will work, that type of a thing. And I can accept that too. And all four of these people I talked to see if there's anything I could do for them to make it better. And they're all like, no, it's good, it'll work. It's not what I was hoping for, but it's good enough. All right, fair enough. Now, see, 1 month here, I've gotten 2 pieces of negative feedback. One was this guy that we're talking about now. He just left it. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. And the other one was that Death Star person, which I don't hold any old grudge to the Death Star person. They weren't happy with it. I wish they would have messaged me. They left me some negative feedback. I'm going to read it to you here in a second. Past 6 months, I've had 4 pieces of negative feedback out of 350 over the past 6 months. Still not too bad. I believe I did work it out with these guys. I think I gave those other 2 people I know I gave the one guy a refund, and I apologize to him, but he still left me negative feedback. It happens. It is what it is. Over the past 12 months total, 5 pieces of negative feedback. Now, 2 of that are the ones we're talking about today. The other 3 are other people that I've dealt with, and I don't have anything bad to say about them. I mess up once in a while. It happens. So there's that. What else did I want to explain on this page? Nothing. Oh, I just switched to the next page. Go back. No, I just want to show you the feedback report, and it's like I said, it's right here. It's nothing to cry about. It's not a bad feedback rating. It's just these 2 people that we're dealing with right now. And yes, now there is a second person involved. So, nope, that's the first one. Here we go. This is the 2 pieces of negative feedback that are in there for the past 30 days. Now, one guy on the top, or one buyer from the top, is from Cincinnati, Ohio. I still blocked out the username because I know it's actually legal to leave it there, but I don't really want to cause more drama. Like I said, this is a lesson to other sellers that this could happen to you too. And then this one down here was from Spencer, Indiana. Quick drive across the border. Plus, I couldn't find anything on Facebook about it, which tells me this person's lying. So the feedback I got today on the little radar dish that we're talking about, that he broke himself, by the way, according to his email. Horrible crafting, snap first time putting on, plastic quality is of the lowest grade possible, mold is extremely inaccurate, this seller is selling scam garbage for real actual counterpart prices. $10. If you want the actual counterpart, you're looking at $40 to $50. So all BBW, I guess that means buyer beware, and you can see he tried to type more, but he ran out of space. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but I don't leave negative feedback for people. So, okay, whatever. You're not happy. Got the negative feedback. Hope he's happy. He's getting his money back. I okayed it tonight. He has to send it back to me. eBay makes me send a shipping slip to him. He's got to send the piece back to me, and then the refund is okayed. I'm pretty sure he'll smash it with a hammer because, honestly, I know there was nothing wrong with that product I sent to him. If he broke it himself, if this is a real person, all he had to do was say, hey, this broke when I put it on, because it happens. And I've been like, oh, okay, well, here, I'll send you another one. Done it plenty of times. If you look on the first video, there's even a guy that commented, said he bought a bunch of these off me, and said exactly what I'm saying. They're not supposed to be perfect, because I don't want people selling them as the real deal. Same with the battery cover that goes to the same unit. He was happy with it. So is everybody else. Check my feedback. Not that hard. Now, the one below it here is that was the Death Star that went out in April. Now, this one didn't upset me. I do wish the buyer would have contacted me, because I would have tried to make it right. I know what they did. I'm not the first person I've dealt with that has done this. They are kind of hard to put together, and I send them unassembled because to send them assembled, they're a big unit. They cost a lot of money in shipping. So I send them unassembled with the instructions how to put them together. People that have bought them off me have messaged me, hey, I'm having a problem. Can you help me? Yeah, no problem. I help them out. People with bent pieces, hey, you know what? I'll send you a new one, especially at this price. I respect that. This person says, let me blow it up a little bit so you can read it better. Like I said, I'm not mad at this person, but I know what's going on. Like I said, this was last month, and I'm pretty sure these are like buddies or something. All right, they said, hate to do this to any seller, but this is a buyer beware moment. The idea is a great one and hope for it to be so, but the cost for what you get is way disappointing. Instructions are lacking, from fitting was lacking, connectors and the boards are sorely lacking. Item starts to warp as you try to bend it in shape. Yes, it's foam board. It says that in the instructions to be careful. That's why I said squish the tabs instead of the actual panel. Done this for years and had to get 3 others to help me form it so we wouldn't tear it up. You obviously can't follow directions. I'm still not mad about it. But I would have made it right. Whatever piece they bent, I would have sent them another one. But I hope seller can work out the kinks, because the concept can be great and I wish the best. All right, like I said, this is not a bad thing to say. Obviously, they had problems putting it together. I get it. It is kind of hard to put it together. I wish they would have messaged me when they broke the pieces, because this is an expensive item. I'm not going to lie. It's a $250 item. It takes me 4 days to make. What I had sent them was fine. They did break it themselves, and they kind of admit it. I still would have helped them. They were just nice to me. But they never messaged me or anything. They put the negative feedback. I'm still even not mad about that. But I'm convinced that this other person has something to do with it, because whenever they said in that last email, where'd it go? And they said in this email here about looking on Facebook and seeing and making a big deal about this one piece of negative feedback that I've had out of the 1,000 and some items that I have sold. Where are we at here? Trying to zoom in. There we go. Death Star powder, 360-degree diorama display scene costing $250. Okay, I scoured Facebook. I looked up the other customer's name on Facebook. Found them. I found them. Nothing about it. Not a damn thing about it. They had to be friends in real life. So I'm thinking this is a dude that is trying to like earn brownie points for this girl, because this was a girl and a guy that bought it. You know, I don't know. They own a toy store together. That's all I know. So that's where I'm standing right now. I'm not going to drag this on. I think I made my point. But I never contacted the guy from NASA, because I'm starting to think that that whole thing was bullshit. And I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to make a fool of myself. And I'm not going to involve anybody else in this. The original buyer, the one that I actually sold the radar dish to, without giving away the username, the first name was Casey. Okay. And it was I can't say the last name. I'm trying not to say the last name, and I'm not going to say it. If I do say it, I'll edit it out. But originally I was dealing with this Casey person with a different last name. The first email I got, which I can't bring up at this minute, you have to look at part 1 to see it, said this long, I called it Thurston Howell III. It said Casey, blah, 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 the third. Didn't match the name of who I was dealing business with, who the actual, like, because you have your username and you have your actual person name. Like, if you look up, I go by Jenner Custom Toys, but if you look on my, if you buy something from me, or if I buy something from you, it tells you my real name, which is Bruce, and, you know, my last name and everything like that. This one, so it said Casey, blah, not blah, 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 the third. The names weren't even the same. I'm like, all right. So, but the first email they wrote, they signed it. It's still from this Casey person, but they signed it Casey blah, 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 the third. That's where Thurston Howell the third came from. So, all right, I almost contacted this Casey blah, 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 the third from Cincinnati, Ohio, who ended up actually working at NASA, like for real, working at NASA. I got on the website, I got a bunch of public emails that everybody in that same office, or however the setting is, everybody that works around him, a supervisor and everything, and I had the list of emails, and I was going to send all these screenshots to those people. But thank God I'm 53 years old, because I have a very bad temper, but I also have the common sense to calm it down. I did not do that. What I did was I studied some more, and I got on Facebook and the other social medias, and I started searching for the real name that was on the account, and I found it. And it's a girl, and I found her on Facebook, did some research, and well, I'm convinced that it is not this NASA person. It's somebody with the same first name. So I would have made a complete ass out of myself if I would have done that. Now, if something changes on that, then I'm going to do something different about it. But what I'm thinking is, like, someone was either using her account or she's a psycho. Because looking through her Facebook account, I didn't see anything Star Wars at all. Anything even nerd related. And I'm positive it's the same one that the account is under. Didn't see anything about this guy, you know, supposed guy, whatever. So I'm thinking maybe her boyfriend. I don't know, but I'm writing this off as to be all bullshit. I got upset because he threatened my house. Who wouldn't? You know, like I said, I'm 53 years old. I have my own house, cars. You know, Cincinnati ain't that far away. I used to live there. 20 years ago, yeah, I would have driven out to Cincinnati and knocked on that door. Not to mention I have family out there I can go visit at any time I want to. Am I going to do it now? No. I'm just going to laugh at this guy, girl, whatever. I did okay the refund tonight. They got to send it back. They're not going to be happy about that because I don't think they knew that that's how it worked. And obviously by the feedback they had on their profile, which was only 8 pieces of feedback since 2017. And I think that was all as buyers. So I'm thinking someone probably used their account, but I'm not thinking it was like a misuse of the account. I think it was somebody's friend messing with me because of this Pal Toy Death Star person. That's what I think now. And this is all drama to me, and I'd rather be over with it. So there's probably not going to be a part 3 unless something bad happens. But as it stands right now, I sent the refund. I'm not going to let this punk bother me anymore. Weird stuff starts happening, whatever. They get more friends to buy stuff and, start messing with me. Whatever, I'll call eBay because eBay already told me they're going to get that piece of negative feedback removed. I'm not going to call them at 1:45 in the morning, no. I'll call them tomorrow and take care of it. Right now, I've been working all day in the shop and in my yard, and I'm ready just to relax and go to bed. So, thanks for watching. And like I said, this is for other sellers to watch, and don't fall into this trap. And try not to let it upset you. And that's about it. All right, till next time. Bye.